don't know how to switch from modes, search, Google your calculator model and see how you do that. Okay, it's very important that your calculator is in degree mode. This is the first thing. The second thing I want to tell you is if we have a right triangle, this is angle A. The side that's across from angle A, across, is the opposite to angle A. This side that is opposite to the 90 degree and the longest side in the right triangle is called hypotenuse. This side that's next to angle A and is not the hypotenuse is called adjacent side. So opposite, across, adjacent, next and not the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse opposite to the 90 degree and the longest side. Okay? So if we have like this triangle and this is angle A, this will be the opposite. And this will be the hypotenuse. And this, and this will be the adjacent. Next, but not the hypotenuse. Okay, this is the first thing I want to tell you. So now, if we have a right triangle, and this is angle A, the ratio of the opposite to the adjacent is called tangent. We call it tan A equal the length of the opposite to angle A over the length of the adjacent to angle A. We call it tangent. So tangent to A is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so this is the first thing. The second thing I want you to know. So for example, if we have a triangle like this, let's say it has to be a right triangle, and this is angle theta, and this is 3, 4, and 5. Tan theta will equal 3 opposite over adjacent, which is 4. Okay, now let's say if we have the angle theta, this is only works if we have a right triangle and the ratio is 5 to the sides are 5, 12, and 13. Tan theta will be the opposite to theta, so our opposite over the adjacent, which is 12. Okay, no matter how the triangle looks like. So let's say we have a triangle that looks like this, 90 degree, and this is theta, and this is 4.5, and this is 8.2, and this is 6.8. Tan theta will be the opposite to theta, right? So 6.8 over adjacent, which is next to theta but not the hypotenuse, about 4.5. Okay. All right. decimal. So what you do is you get your calculator and in the calculator there is a button that says 10, which is here. I hope you can see it. Okay, you press on it and you write the measurement of the angle, which is 25. You put it between brackets and then you hit. You will find that the answer is 0.466307. We round it to the nearest, to the fourth, so 4663. Okay, let's try another example, and please try this to make sure that your calculator is in the right mode. Another one, let's say 1060 degrees. So what we're gonna do is 1060, and we close the bracket and we hit enter. We're gonna get 1.7321. Okay, this is how we do it in the calculator. But this is not just a number. What does this mean? It means no matter how big or small your triangle is, if you have a right triangle and the angle is 25 in a right triangle, then the ratio between the opposite to the adjacent has to equal this number. The ratio has to be equal to this number. So, for example, 1045 degrees equal 1. So that means if you put 45 degree in any right triangle, small or big, this is a small one, the ratio will be 1/1, which is 1. It will be the same if it's a huge triangle. If this is 100 and 100, and this is a 90 degree, and this is 45 degrees, 1045 will equal 100/100, which is also 1. Okay, so no matter how big or small your triangle is, if you have a 45 degree in a right triangle, the ratio between the opposite to the adjacent will always be 1. Okay, why it is like this? Because those are similar triangles. You see, you have two equal sides, that makes those triangles similar. And we know that similar triangles, that means the ratio between the sides are the same. Like, remember when I said, if you have your picture and this is you and this is your picture, the ratio between your leg to your your hand to your leg in the reality, in real life, is the same as the ratio between your hand to your leg in the picture. Otherwise, the picture will not be similar to you. So that's why the ratios stay the same. So no matter what, when I say 1025 is, or 1060 is 1.73. What did I get? 1.7321. So no matter how the triangle looks like, big or small, the ratio, if we divide the length of the opposite by the length of the adjacent in any right triangle, the ratio between the opposite to the adjacent when the angle is 60 degrees will always be this. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, now how we can benefit, how can, if we find the tan, this can help us find the angle. So for example, let us say I have this triangle, angle A, and this is 2, and this is 1, this is angle B. So I know that tan A equal the opposite to A, which is 2, over the adjacent to A, which is 1, which is 2. Now I need to find the measurement of angle A. What I do, very simple, I go to my calculator and do inverse tan. Do you see on the top of tan? In yellow, it's written tan inverse or tan minus 1. That is what we use to get the angle. So if you want to get the angle, you do tan inverse. So you press on this button, then you will see tan inverse like that, and you will write 2, and you close the bracket and you hit enter. You will get that the measurement of this angle is 63.435 degrees. Right? This is how we find the measurement of the angle if we know tan. Let us say I want to find tan B. Tan B will be opposite over adjacent. So the measurement of angle B will equal tan inverse or tan minus 1, 1 over 2. This is also tan minus 1, 2. So we go to the calculator, we do inverse tan or tan minus 1, 1 over 2 or 0.5, and we hit enter. We get that the measurement of this angle is 26.565 degrees. That means if you have a right triangle and the measurement of the angle, and we put this angle in a right triangle, the ratio between the opposite to the adjacent of this angle in the right triangle will always be 1/2. Okay, so that's how we do find tan. Tan is opposite over the ratio between opposite to the adjacent. If we want to find the measurement of the angle, we use tan inverse or tan minus 1, then we can find the angle. Okay, this is what I want you to learn today. Tomorrow we're going to continue of how to use tan to get missing sides. Alright, so this is enough for today. I want you to do page 362, number 1 to number 5. Okay, see you tomorrow.